So we're now recording the session at a real estate office in Toronto on Don Mills. And the first thing we're going to do before we get started is we're going to install the app. And it's important to learn the difference between an app and a shortcut. And the reason is a shortcut is what you all have for your own websites. Every one of you has a mobile website, or if you don't, we're going to talk to you about it. How many in the room have a mobile website? Just one? We just have one with a mobile website? Okay, the rest of the people don't have a website, is that correct? How many people do not have a website? Don't have websites? Okay, great. So this is a good session for you. One of the goals, one of the marketing plans we're suggesting for all licensed real estate people in the world is to have a mobile website. And they are as little as $16.50 a month. I'll be showing you that today. Now, the reason is, can you imagine if you could get all your customers, all your clients, all your friends, all your family, everyone that you know, to put your website on your customer's mobile phone? Would that be nice? In other words, let me start by asking you another question. The last wedding you went to, how many people were there? Just throw me out a number.
80.
80?
100.
100. 300. 500. Okay, so from 80 to 500 people, would it be nice if everyone at that wedding had your mobile website on their mobile phone? And then whenever they are looking for real estate, they can go to their mobile phone. And if this was your website, which I'm just bringing up one website on my phone, they could search the MLS. They can search exclusive, which we're going to introduce to you today. They can search commercial. They can search residential. They can do it all from their phone. And then when they want to see a property, who do they call? They call you. Isn't that a wonderful marketing plan? So this is a 1-year marketing plan for each and every one of you to have a mobile website. And then when you're with your customers, to show them how to put a mobile website on their phone. Now, watch this. You'll see my phone. Let me see if I can put the camera on here. I'm going to try to put the camera on. Let's see if I can do it. Is that it there? People can see your screen. Yes. I'm going to go stand in front of the camera here in a moment. Let's see if it's being recorded. Oh, show the screen. Hang on. I should be showing the screen. I wasn't showing the screen. But now we should be. Hang on one moment and share my webcam. So we're being recorded right now. And there I am. I'm showing the phone now, and the camera, I think, is at the bottom back corner. And I might just go to the corner to show it because everyone here can see the phone. On the phone, you're gonna, I guess you can't see it too clearly, but I'll try to highlight it. There's a mobile app on the right, and there's a shortcut on the left on my phone. They both go to ICIWorld. Isn't that interesting? In other words, there's mobile apps which you do not have. But you have a website, and when you do, it becomes a shortcut. To demonstrate a shortcut, I'm going to have each of you open up Google Chrome, if you can open up Google Chrome, if everyone can do that. I'm going to stop recording, pause that recording for a moment. So the difference is between an app and a shortcut. When you have a shortcut, it uses 0 resources, and your customers should put it on their phones because it doesn't use up any battery power. But they might say, no, I don't want to put the app on my phone because my phone goes dead by 2 o'clock. You tell them it's a shortcut, not an app. Now, I'm going to switch back to ICIWorld, and I'm going to show you a sample website that you could have had. Yes, sir.
I have an iPhone and I can't find a shortcut.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot about iPhones. On an iPhone, it's a share button at the bottom of the screen. It's a share button. You see that? Wait a minute, 1 second. It's supposed to be a share button. Okay, hang on. You don't have that share. Try those 3 little dots there. Does it say add to home screen? It doesn't. It doesn't say add to home. We're gonna have to figure it out. Write it down. Everyone should have every copy of what's on the front desk. If you don't have it, anybody late, just come and get yourself 1 copy of everything here. On this PowerPoint presentation, you should write down and mark your questions down. In your case, how to add a shortcut. Okay, write it down on your PowerPoint presentation, which is right there, and we'll help you later. You should come up and get one of everything up there. Okay. Just come right up, don't worry. This is a workshop for real estate people on doing everything here. Go ahead and take notes. Now, let's see if we can bring. Now, why can't? The screen that you're seeing now is a right at home Realty website. That's what this is right now. So pretend that your customer has your website on their screen of their phone. Got that? Your customer can click on those 3 little lines up at the top. We call it a hamster button. I click on it and look at the lovely choices that come up. Now, when they click on that, what they can do is they click on featured listings, find property. I'll click on find property. And everyone in this room is familiar with how to search the MLS and search for listings on MLS. One of the things that one of the websites that we have is, are you all familiar with Realtor.ca? Everyone in this, anybody not familiar with Realtor.ca? Anyone? Everyone's familiar? You can click on Homes Near Me on your phone, and it, no matter where you are in Canada, it'll show you the homes that are on MLS, and you can be in your car in front of the house at an open house, driving around. But watch this. This is also available on the websites, one of the websites that we supply. That is a Geo Locator button right there, the bottom one on the right-hand side. I'm gonna click on it, and you'll see that when you click on it, that's where we are right now. We're actually right there. So in other words, somebody can be on your website, driving around on a Sunday, looking at houses, pull up your website, click on the feature on your website, and it's the same as Realtor.ca. And if they're interested in some of the homes in this 1.9 to that number area, or I'll even click on this one down here, up comes the homes on the screen. And they can click on one of these, and look at that. Isn't that wonderful? The way the information comes up from your website. They can do a search just like Realtor.ca from your website. This is very special, people. Very, very special. And so that's why we say, as a marketing plan, it's good to get all those people. If you attend that wedding, those 500 people that are at your wedding, try to get everyone over the next year to put your website as a shortcut on their phone. When I go back to the page, it's actually one of these other websites that I've got right there. That's a shortcut. It's not an app. A lot of people may not want the app, again, because it's draining your battery and your phone can go dead by 2 in the afternoon. But in this case, it's a shortcut. How does everyone like that idea?
Gary would appreciate the feedback. Does anybody like it, or are you not sure about it? How real time, how real of a time is it in terms of the information?
This is all real time. If something gets added 2 minutes ago, it shows up on your website. Now, in addition to on your website, I'm going to show it to you now. One of the things we're going to be teaching here today, and one of the highlights of today's session, is learning how to work exclusive real estate information. And why that's so exciting for people in real estate today, I'm going to start by asking you all a question. How many listings do you have on the Toronto Real Estate Board right now? Does anybody here have more than 5 listings on the Toronto Real Estate Board? 4. 3. Very good. 2. 1. And the others, of course, may be starting. But would you agree or disagree that if you don't have any listings, you're actually out of business right now? Yes or no? Agree or disagree? And what we're all trying to do is to get listings. We're trying to obtain listings and try to offer our services to everyone out there. Well, I'm going to show you one of the advantages, of course, that we know about MLS is that when you take a listing, you can put it on the internet where there's, let's see if I can just turn this camera back on too. I'm trying to remember to do this from time to time. I'm going to switch the computer back to me. Hang on one sec. Okay, we'll try it like that and see what happens. The nice thing about the MLS, the Toronto Real Estate Board, the National Association of Realtors, I just got back from Washington. I attended the semi-annual World Conference for the National Association of Realtors. I went to all the meetings. It was fabulous. You got to go sometime. There was 10,000 real estate people there. I was attending the Certified International Property Specialist, all the meetings that they had because I'm a CIPS member. I attended the CCIM meetings, the commercial ones. I attended all those. I attended the Global Alliance, the ones that are expanding MLS into Europe. And it's tricky, it's hard, it's challenging to expand MLS because some people don't agree with all the sharing of listings that we're doing in North America. I learned some of the issues and the problems that they have in the beginning.
Because in Europe, they don't move that much.
There you go. So maybe you kind of know it because you're from there.
You know, you inherit a house in the state all your life. It's not the same type of movement, mentality. So MLS,
we went to international meetings. So from all of that, and one of the reasons, by the way, Nito, that I went there is I wasn't going there unless I had an official meeting with NAR from some of the people. And what I'm thinking of doing is this service, we're thinking of trying to have NAR sort of take it over somehow, someday, and offer it to all real estate people in the world. And I managed to get 3 meetings. We had 3 meetings with the technical people from NAR that analyze these kinds of services. And we didn't get a yes, and we didn't get a no, but we're going to continue talking. And I think that's wonderful to be that far, to be able to just get that far with them. Because this service was built to serve all licensed real estate brokers and salespeople in the world with information. The interesting thing about information that you're going to learn about, we've been doing this for over 25 years. If you can get a signed listing and put it on the real estate board, they put it on the internet where there's 3.7 billion people. And then maybe you get 10 calls and you get 5 showings and you get 3 offers or whatever the market is at the time. And that's one of the advantages and the true strengths. It's the best system in the world. It's the backbone of our industry is MLS. But it's actually not the only way to do business. You can do business with real estate opportunities, and I'm going to show you how to do it in compliance with RICO. So that if someone says to you, I'd like to sell my property, but I don't want to give you a listing, but I will pay you a commission. That's a real estate opportunity, isn't it? But if you're the only one that knows about it, are you a secret agent all of a sudden? In a sense, that's right, isn't it? You're the only one that knows about it. Too bad you can't let everybody else know that you have someone who wants to sell their home, but they just don't want to give me a listing. They're trying to sell it themselves privately. They're putting it on all these services out there for sale by owner services. But what if I could show you a way that you could say $1.2 million home, Don Mills in Lawrence area, nice, beautiful backyard, finished rec room, single car garage. What if you could say that without the address? You can do that under the terms of the Guideline Code of Ethics with RICO. And so our service actually has 30,000 listings here, and 75% of them are actually exclusive, not on real estate boards. Isn't that interesting? This may be the first time some of you are hearing about it. It's for residential and commercial. And we're going to show you today how to do that. Any questions so far?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Why would somebody get maximum exposure to their property? Don't they get more money like that?
If they, that's the concept. That's the reason why you try to get them to list it with you. Is because more exposure that you have, the better it is. That's what you're saying. You're going to do a better job to the more people that you can expose it to.
Yes, and if you...
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but you put it that also give more exposure, you know what I mean?
I agree with you. Now, how can I get this showing on my screen? I'm trying to switch the computer here. That I don't want to give you a listing. What do you do in a case like that? Has anybody, how many people in this room have been in the business over 3 years? Okay, and them under 3 years are the other people? Okay, the ones under 3 years, has anybody ever said to you, I'd like to sell my property, but I don't want to give you a listing? Have you ever had anybody say that? How about in the room? How many people in the room have had somebody say, I don't want to give you a listing, but I will pay you a commission if you bring me a buyer? Okay, well, almost everyone, okay? Get excited. I've got some great news for all of you, how you can work with that kind of information. Let's move on. Okay, everyone knows the difference between an app and a shortcut. So ICIWorld is basically free. You're welcome to search the app at any time. You've got it on your phones now. If you don't have it on your phone, you can do it later. And I'll show you quickly how you can just search it. It's very, very easy. It's absolutely free. You simply click on commercial, business, or residential. I'm going to use the website, but this is exactly the same as the 4 choices that you have at the bottom of the app. And if I was to click on residential, which I just, and it's going around and around, you'll see up there, up comes a form. And if you do it on your phone, you'll see it on your phone come up the same way. And if I choose Canada and then Ontario, you can do this on your phone if you want, and do it, click on Greater Toronto, up comes the listings on the phone, and I'm going to click on search database. And when I do, up comes the listings on the phone. Now, if you have trouble seeing that at the back, just bring it up on your phone. Bring it up on your phone. Just click on residential on your phone. If you don't have the app, you can go to the App Store right now if you like, and search for ICIWorld and install it. It's free app for you. And then you'll see that there's haves and wants coming in. So if somebody is interested in one of these, somebody's got a legal duplex, somebody can click on that. You go down the screen, and there's the information. And if you have somebody for this property, you make an appointment, you go show it, and you make $30,000. This is not on the Toronto Real Estate Board. Let's go back and see some other ones. Let's see if we can choose this one here. Scarborough House, possible 5 townhouses. It's a infill site. And you'll notice up here, this says control. This says control. If it was MLS, it would say MLS. In this case, it's a regular client. So one of your regular clients might say, I'd like to sell my home, I'd like to sell my restaurant, I want to sell my business, or they want to sell something, but I don't want to give you a listing. And sometimes they don't want to put it on MLS. There's lots of reasons not to put it on MLS. We had the mayor of one town didn't want to put his home on MLS. He didn't want everybody to know it was for sale. There was another person didn't want to put it on MLS because he had 5 salespeople in his family. And somebody is going to get upset. 4 people will get upset. There's other people who sometimes don't want all the interior photos of their properties splashed all over the internet for everybody to see. They're more private. They want to keep it private and exclusive. Then there's other people who are trying to sell it themselves, their properties themselves, and they want to see what they can do. Then there's other ones like builders, and you got VIP condos that are coming for sale, all those properties coming for sale. And I'll ask a question in this room. Is there anyone in this room that has a listing they think they're getting in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months? Anything at all, anyone? Okay, I'm gonna maybe ask you, can you give me an example of what listing you might have coming up? Is it a house?
I have one house and one garage.
Okay, so let's talk about the home, the residential one. The home is gonna be approximately how much money?
1.8.
1.8, and roughly what area?
WA.
Which is Toronto? Just, pardon me?
Kingsway?
Kingsway, okay, so in Etobicoke.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kingsway, Etobicoke, home coming for sale, 1.8 million. Right? That's all you need on a service like this. You can say that as long as you don't place the address. And I'm going to be showing you in RECO. RECO says that you must have the consent of the owner in writing if you're going to give an address to someone. Okay? But if you don't give an address, you can network information. And I'm going to show you today that every one of you can have 15 opportunities working on the internet, just like MLS works on the internet. You can have information to trigger leads. And I'm going to show you that clause actually in RECO as well. Let's move on. So that's just to show you that you can be working exclusive information. ICIWorld's been doing this since 1994, so that's about 25 years. And in commercial, we've been doing it even before the internet. Yes, question? Go ahead.
This is a list of all exclusive and MLS listings?
Yes. Yeah, so for instance, if you were to join and you had residential, you can advertise them. If you had commercial, you can advertise them. If you have MLS listings, you can advertise them. You can network information because a listing is information too.
And once you after you populate the list, how can you tell which one is MLS listing and which one?
Okay, you go into the listing. You actually go into the listing, and let's go in, and I'm going to actually sort these listings by price just for fun. And I'm going to do a search, and you'll see the residential listings here sorted by price. And if I was to click on this one here for 4.5 million, I'm going to click on that. And it should come up here. What does this say right here under control? Can you read it from there? Let's see if I can. There it is. You see that exclusive? Isn't that exciting?
Can we look at it without opening it on the list for all the exclusive listings?
You open each one.
So then we have to open every.
Yes, yes.
Can you sort by exclusive?
Can I sort
No,
by just-
not at the moment. I can, but not you yet. If that becomes a big deal, we'll add it. Put it this way, this is cutting edge service. We are a society of real estate brokers and salespeople. We only allow licensed real estate brokers and salespeople to join the service. And it's cutting edge services, and we're adding new things. But to add new things, it's like, you know, a cruise ship. If you want to go turn right, it takes a long time to turn right. And to make changes with, this is technology, there's millions of dollars actually has cost to build this thing. It takes time to make changes each time. But if we had enough requests for it, we would. But usually, when you're trying to find a property, you're looking at a price range. And when you look at a price range and you see two homes, does it matter to you whether it's exclusive or residential? You want to check them out anyways, whether it's MLS or exclusive. Am I right or wrong? You know, you're going to want to check it out to make sure that you know about it, right? So usually that's what happens.
I'm looking at a listing here that doesn't have control on it.
Yes, I'm listening. Yeah.
So, right.
So what does that tell me?
Call the agent and find out about it. It's all about networking. It's really about networking. I'm going to explain that a little bit more. Those are all great questions, by the way. On your PowerPoint presentation, you can take the note. I'm going to give you a telephone number that you can call when you have questions. 416-214, actually 416-840-6227.
Oh, your number.
Actually, the number's at the bottom left corner.
It's wrong.
No, it's right. That's
Only
my,
got 9 numbers.
oh my gosh, look at that. 416-214-4875. at the bottom left corner. It's, oh, absolutely. And you should have a copy of one of everything at the front, actually. Okay. Everyone that doesn't have copies, just take one of everything at the front. Most important thing today is just to introduce you to the service so that you know how to search. Make connections. You can go right off and do deals. You do not have to join the service to do that. And I'm going to click on the home button and go back, and we're going to get back and continue on. So the app and the shortcut, you now know the difference. Very important, especially for you to get your website onto all your customers' phones. By the way, there's a special way later on in the seminar. The special is available through nreils.com, and you can get the special there. That's the only place to get the special. Today, there's over 3.7 billion people on the internet. 60% are using mobile devices. Our service is about haves and wants, and we are a society of real estate brokers and salespeople that are networking exclusive real estate, advertising listings, mobile devices, and we're reaching people locally and in 138 countries. To join is approximately $40 per month, $319 per year. But there is a special today, one-time special of $240 to join. For 18 months, it works out to $13.33 a month for the next 18 months. If you were to join today, the only place you can join is right there at nreils.com, if that's what you're interested in. Okay. The reason we mentioned that in passing, so if some people had to leave earlier, at least you've got the information because it's an educational session as we go through here. And there's 50 pages of testimonials online. And one interesting testimonial, Nito, is that last year at the Toronto Real Estate Board, the largest sale was $28 million.
Wow. Okay. And what was the largest one on that?
We've had 2 deals over $50 million. And they were done by independent brokers, salespeople, and men just like yourself in this room. And ladies were involved in them. And that's what I love. I love the fact if you have a good connection in real estate and you have a chance to make a good connection, the problem is sometimes you know about something, but you don't know what to do with it. Well, today you're going to be able to work with that information like never before. And we've got years and years of experience. By the way, even though I've been a broker for over, how many years now? 1973, what's that, 45 years. 45 years. I want you to consider me as a personal marketing and information assistant to each and every one of you. I'm an assistant to 1,000 brokers and salespeople over the last 10 years. I help you one-on-one. But I'm going to ask you a favor to not call me on the phone. It might sound funny, but here's what happens. If you call me on the phone, and we have 1,000 brokers calling me at one time, we have to hire 5 people. It'd be $200,000 a year, and you would be the ones that have to pay for it. Instead, there's something at the very top of the screen. Can you see it? That says make an appointment. Do you see that? When you need assistance, just click on make an appointment. And when you click on make an appointment, you'll see it come up 60 minutes on the internet right there. Just click on 60 minutes. You don't have to be a member to make an appointment. And then you'll see the days of the month come up. And if you're free next Tuesday for an appointment, you click on it, and then you can pick your times. Well, the rest of the day is already taken. We only have 6, 7, or 8 a.m. in the morning left. But if you wanted 1 o'clock, which is 13, you click on it, you click on confirm, you put in your name and your phone number, and then click on schedule. And then 10 minutes before your time, you click on this webinar workshops up here, and our 2 computers will be connected, and then we can give you a demonstration. Absolutely no obligation to join. The more people that know about the service, everybody makes money, even if you don't join. But when you see what you get when you join, you might wish to do that. Okay, let's continue. Okay, that's a very good question. I'm actually going to be explaining that in a moment. We have 2 major world databases. Do you see what down here it says database 1? Database 1, database 1. That's the database where the members advertise The public can see your contact information. It's the largest marketing in the world from our service to the world on the internet. We've been doing it for 25 years, so it's fabulous to make a connection. But we also have something special here called database number 2. So that was a very good question that you asked. We actually, I'm going to click on it right now. And when I click on it, you'll notice that the public can place an ad free right there. And if I was to search it right now, these are the ads that are coming in from the public.
Well, because I see billboards here.
Yep, these are the ads on the screen that are coming in from the public. You've got them on your phone. If you've got the app on your phone, you get access to all this. And then you'll notice, however, this one on the Danforth, for instance, if somebody tries to click on that, they cannot do it. Who are the only people that can do it? The members. Okay. All right, let's move on. So that's a good question. Let's continue on. If you want to see the deals being done, you just click on testimonials on any of our sites. I'm not going to bore you with that. You can check it out yourself. We now have some brokers that have made, one broker that I know of has made over $1 million. There's all kinds of brokers have made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, let's move on. Okay. The other thing that we have is something special called a corporate card. And you'll see it right here. It's called a corporate card. And when you join, you will all get a corporate card, whoever joins. And what it is, it's discounts for 250 vendors in the Greater Toronto area. Does anybody know about the corporate card? They even sell these at Realtor Quest. Yeah, Realtor Quest. And you can actually get these at Realtor Quest as well. And you get discounts for all kinds of things that you see on the screen, Canada's Wonderland, the CNE. And actually the discounts that you get from this card can be more than the $240 or $30 a month that it takes to join the service. Today's special. You can get it. So it literally makes your membership free. Okay, let's move on. So you get the VIP card. It's the referral program. If you refer someone to join, your renewal rate is reduced from $319 to $240. By the way, just so you know what it is regularly, does everyone have a copy of the application? That right there. See if you have a copy. Everyone should have a copy of the application. Does anyone not have a copy? Application. And how much does it say how much it is? Did you need one? Oh, okay. Anybody need a copy of the application? Okay. Did you need one? Oh, you got it? Okay. And you'll see down at the bottom how much it is normally, $319. And then you'll see what the special is down there. And then if you join at this particular location today, we add an extra 6 months onto your membership if you join today. Otherwise, you get the 1 year normally. Okay, and that's a corporate rate from right at home, the $240 for the first year. And you can do referrals off your website. And why you can do referrals off your website, watch how exciting this can be. I'm going to bring up some sample websites. And here's a sample right at home website. Okay, there's one there. Let me go to another one and show you. This is another right at home website. You'll see them.
You don't do the websites.
Yes. Oh yeah, we do website. You bet we do. And it's not responding, so we're having a little, okay, there we go. These are example websites that you see here. These are all right at home websites, all of these. Okay, but I'm gonna start maybe at the first one. And here's what's exciting about the listings that we supply. Other brokers have agreed to allow the exclusive listings to be on your website. So when you click on that, up comes a form on your website that people can search. And if people want to search, let's say Canada, and they search Ontario, now this is on your website. And maybe we'll just pick Toronto here. And when people want to sort them by price, maybe, these are the listings that come up in Toronto sorted by price. And you'll see this one here, coming for sale in Scarborough. When someone tries to click on that, they cannot do it. So if this is your website and they can't click on it, who do they have to call? Isn't that wonderful? This is the only service in the world that I know of that's doing this. In other words, it makes it absolutely inevitable for you to generate leads. Okay? That's how the residential works. Now, if I was to click on commercial, is it possible somebody can go to your residential website and click on commercial? Is that possible? Yeah. And if somebody clicks on Ontario commercial, up comes a page like this. And let's say, is it possible somebody could be looking for an apartment building? If they click on it, up comes over 200 apartment buildings on your website. Would you like that? Yeah. Okay, where's the application form? How much does it say on the application? Can anyone tell them? How much is it normally? $319 per year. That's what people are paying online. Somebody goes to the website, they pay $319 to join. But we have a special today. What's the special? $240. Okay? And if you join today at this website, instead of 1 year, how much do you get? 18 months. You have to do it on your phone. You go here, you can do it. I stay here as long as you want afterwards for people and help you do that. But if you do join today, do not leave without making an appointment with me. I want to make sure you get started right and get going, okay? The appointments are conducted in your office over the internet. You can be at home, you can be at the office. 10 minutes before your time, you go to ICIWorld.com and you click on webinar workshops at the top. I'm sorry?
Where is it pulling the information from?
All this information is coming from the broker members. We have about 500 broker members, and they're all placing information daily.
Question is, those multifamilies that are there now,
Yes.
I didn't pull them up on here.
Yes, you can. They're there. They're there. They're under apartment buildings. Okay, another question?
Yes, so these leads.
Yes?
All the MLS listings as well?
No. The question is, does it have all the MLS on ICIWorld? The answer is no. If a person is a member and they have an MLS listing, they can advertise it. We only have about 500 members. The Toronto Real Estate Board has about 44,000 members. So the MLS listings that our members have, they're putting their listings on here and their exclusive opportunities. But most people only have 1, 2, or 3 listings on a real estate board. But I'm letting you know that within 3 months, every single one of you should have 15 opportunities working on the internet. And I will work with you to show you how to do that. Okay? Another question, go ahead.
If I have a leasing,
If you have
not for sale, leasing property, lease.
a lease, yeah, you put leases on. Oh, absolutely. We're leasing out to doctors, to dentists, to industrial, retail, absolutely. Even homes. Okay, let's move on. Now, let's say that you're talking to someone who wants to sell maybe apartment building. Look at the wants over here. You can click on the wants for apartment buildings, and up comes a list of buyers of apartment buildings. Look at how well connected you are into the marketplace of buyers. Isn't that exciting? So you have listings on your website. You're going to have buyers and sellers on your way. You're going to see you're part of all this action. And when you get all the 1 to 500 people, that all your sphere of influence, you get them to put this on their phone, they're going to see how well connected each and every one of you are into the marketplace of buyers and sellers. Isn't that exciting? Another question? Sure.
Yeah, for example, like I'm a little bit confused in this kind of
Yes.
tabs. So this is the application, this is not
Yes.
a shortcut, so it's taking long. So if somebody posts in this tab,
That's the FSBOs.
yes,
Yeah,
then
go on.
this is not reflected in residential tab?
That's correct. It's a separate database.
Oh, it's separate.
Separate.
So,
It's a
in the-
database number 2, the FSBO area, the for sale by owner area.
and in the residential ones,
Okay.
in the residential tab, I can have access to all the advertisements.
Yeah, you get access to about 5,000 listings if you click on residential. Go ahead, click on residential right now.
Yeah.
And click on search data. You have to put your email address. The very first time you search, you have to put your email address, click on search database, and you can access them. All right. Now, let's say that, just let me do one thing here. I want to show you something really interesting. Let me go back here. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to do the wants for business opportunities. Let's say today, you see all of these wants here? These are wants for a business. Now, I know that you're all sort of in residential real estate, a good portion. How many people here want to do some commercial real estate if they can? Oh, okay, one, just one, yourself too. All right, let's say there's somebody here. Oopsie daisy, that I type it in right. Let me try it again. Oh, hang on 1 second. Okay, there's someone that's looking to buy a restaurant. You see that? If you know that, I'm suggesting that you check this app every single day. Every day you should check it for new listings coming in. Otherwise, you're missing opportunities. Let's say that you go to a restaurant today or sometime in this next week or two. When you're paying your bill, could you take your business card and introduce yourself to the owner and say, can I speak to the owner? And then he comes out and he talks to you and say, you know, I happen to be in real estate. And I was just wondering, I've got buyers and sellers on my restaurant, on my website of restaurants on my website. And if I was to get you the price you wanted for your restaurant, would you consider selling? Could you ask that restaurant owner if you wanted to?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. How much does it cost you to ask that question?
You've already paid for your meals.
You've already paid for the meal. Assuming you've already paid for the meal, that's right. In other words, it's free for you to ask. If you know what all buyers are looking for, whether it's a daycare center, a condo, a home, you can ask those people, if I was to get you the price you wanted for your restaurant, would you consider selling? And he can say yes, and he can say no. If he says no, I'll say, well, I'm always here to help you. Maybe you know some of your friends. But if he says yes, I'm going to show you what to do next. I'm going to show you 3 special questions that you can ask that owner. The first one is, will you pay me a commission if I bring you a buyer? Does anybody have a problem with that question? No. Then you ask them, if I bring you a buyer, would you cover me with a 48-hour exclusive listing to show the property? Any problems with that? No. And the third question is, you ask the owner for permission to market it, but you're going to do it without the address. You're just going to say restaurant, Markham area, $350,000 making money. That's all you're going to say. You can even write out a copy of the ad and give it to the restaurant owner. This goes for any kind of business. It goes for condos. It goes for homes. It goes for everything, a piece of land, farms, you name it. You can do it with everything. And you can put it on ICIWorld. And then you get a call. And what's the first thing somebody's going to ask you?
Where is the property?
Where is it? If you don't mind, I like to drive by. I like to go to the restaurant. I want to see it. And if I like it, I'll call you back. Do you give them the address? Good. Everyone is saying no. You do not give them the address. According to rule number 1 and number 2, if you gave it to them, they could end up going direct to the restaurant owner. And they could buy direct. And you don't make a penny. So what you can say is, in this particular case, we have to put an agreement in place first. But if it's okay with you, I'll try to set up an appointment for Saturday. You come to my office on Don Mills, and I'll make arrangements for you to see it. And then the day before your showing, you go get yourself a 48-hour exclusive listing to cover your showing. Got it? You got a lot of chance to make money this way. Go ahead.
I have a question here.
Sure.
It goes for residential and commercial. Same case, they want to see an exclusive listing, and how can you protect yourself?
I just told you, you got to put a listing agreement in place first before divulging the address or before showing the property.
Buyer.
I'm talking about a listing agreement from the owner of the property. And you're right to ask that question. That's a good question, because you want to protect yourself. That's what it's all about. You should never show a property without having an agreement in place first. Agree or disagree? Okay, you're all about to make some extra money this year. I'm telling you, there's a lot of money to be made here. Okay? Okay, another question? Go ahead.
Is it possible to do the buyer agreement?
You can do it and get the buyer to pay you?
And no, specifically for that address.
Yes. The answer is yes. You're already thinking ahead. Wonderful. Yes, I'll go over that with you more.
Okay.
But the answer is yes, you can do that. You can even get the buyer to pay you your commission. There's a way to do that. And you can talk to your manager, broker of record, about doing things like this, bring it up in another class. And I'll talk to them about it, what it is that we're trying to do. You can
listings that you have online.
Yes.
The public, the end user.
Yes. See that?
No. Are they able to advertise in here?
We have 2 databases. Let me go back and I'll repeat it, just so that make sure everyone's clear. Let me go back to the beginning. When we go back to the beginning, you're going to see something special called database number 1. And it says right here, database number 1, posted by executive members of ICIWorld who are real estate brokers and salespeople. That's database number 1, these 3. Commercial, business, and residential. You have to be a licensed real estate broker or salesperson member of ICIWorld to advertise in database 1. It's the ultimate in marketing worldwide. We've been on the internet for 25 years. We're in like 138 countries. There's websites all over the place. We actually have 80 websites. When you join ICIWorld, you're a member of all our websites worldwide. So when you post information, you can be getting a call from anyone. But the question is regarding the public. The public, this is FSBO, stands for sale by owner. This is where the public can post information free. Only in database number 2, and I'm going to click on it. And when you click on database number 2 and do a search, these listings have been placed by the public here. Okay? And you can make connections directly with them. Go sell a property. We've had a 7-plex sold in High Park. There's been $25 million portfolio one time sold out of here. There's medical, there's doctors in here that are looking for space. There's all kinds of things going on. Okay?
So let's say a restaurant owner wants to sell his restaurant, then he can post in here,
Theoretically, he could if he wanted to.
right?
Yes.
So
And if you have a buyer, you call them up and you go sell.
If we are not a member, are we able to click on those
No.
information?
No, if you notice, we explained this in the beginning, if you try to click on it, you can't do it. Who are the only people that have access to that? The members. Got it? Okay, let's move on.
So they have a limited time, you know,
Pardon me?
they have a very limited,
They have a limited view. They cannot get the contact information. It's not like Kijiji. If somebody puts something in Kijiji, the public can put an ad and the public can call them and it cuts the broker out. Okay. By the way, does anybody here use Kijiji? Get excited. I got a great business you can be doing with Kijiji. The FSBOs are there. The owners have got all the details of the property there. They got their phone number. You can call them up on the phone. Ask them 3 special questions. I'm going to teach you those 3 special questions. In fact, they're even in the PowerPoint that I've handed out. Watch this. But let's move on. How to add and modify listings. I'm going to cover this real quick. When you have one of your own listings, what you do is you go to ICIWorld.com to our main page. You already know how to search, but when you want to post an ad, you click on this member login here on the right. And then on the left-hand side, you log in and you click on this add have want over here on the left. And when you click on that, it should come up here in a moment, but it's a little bit sluggish. And now you've had a property that was coming for sale, right? Coming for sale at Etobicoke. Home, approximately, what was it, 1.5 million. Bingo. That's it. That's the ad. Then you click on Canada, you click on Ontario. We show you how to do this. We help you. Click on Etobicoke. And then you come down here, and those are the various different categories that you see online. Click on residential. You just repeat it again. It's a home, Etobicoke. And then you say 1,500,000. And then what we do is you simply copy this and come down here and paste it in this comments area down here. And then we also add a link to help to sell Toronto to the world. And we put that in there because 90% of the brokers, in my opinion, are missing the boat on the internet because they're throwing properties on the internet with no due regard to the location. And the 3 words in real estate, location, 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 are being missed. There are people from 138 countries that are seeing this information worldwide. We're on the internet where there's 3.7 billion people. And a lot of people from Asia and Europe and all over the place, they don't know all of this, what Toronto, they've heard good things, but they don't know about Toronto. So we put a link to Toronto in there. If you have a property in Markham or Mississauga or Oshawa or something, you put that in there. This is the big deal down here. This is the control. In this particular case, you can choose MLS if it's MLS. But as of today, you, the people in this room, now know that you are no longer restricted to making money with just MLS. You can now make money with information. It's very exciting. And those are some of the choices. So in this case, it might be a regular client or someone that you know. You can choose that. If you want, you can say it's exclusive. And then if you choose regular client, the last question on the screen says, will you allow your listings to be advertised on other brokers' websites? Right here. And this is where the brokers either give permission or don't. And I think out of about 35,000 listings that we have, there's probably only about 300 or 400 that said no. All the rest said yes. And then you submit the information, and when you do, what does it look like? I'm going to click on Latest World Residential on the left, and you're going to see how the listings are coming in. There they are. These are the listings coming in every day. So we're suggesting that you check these listings every day. If I was to click on the very first one from a RE/MAX office in Oakville, I'm going to click on that. It brings up the information, and there it is. $775. Contact them, go show the property, and make $10,000, $20,000. If we were to take another one, 60 acres just out of town, if I was to click on that, come down here, this one is on MLS. There it is there. So you can see that particular one. Nope, this particular one is 60 acres near Coburg. Here's Scarborough land. Let me just. It's probably on Treb because he's a member of Treb. Peter Mazukin, he wrote a book and he's a great guy. And but there's this is off market land for sale. This is not on MLS. So now you have access. Not only do you have access to MLS, but now you have access to exclusive listings. So you have an advantage over a lot of people. Okay.
Once the property is sold.
When the property is sold, we have a button over here that's called My Solds.
You have to go in and you have to change it. If you put something in, you have to manage it once it's in there.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So that's how to add listings and modify them, etc. We show you how to do that. Let's move on. Okay. Let's go back here. Yes, Kijiji is a very great source, and I'll cover that in a moment, how to handle Kijiji. But you should never ever let your listings go longer than 90 days old, or they will not be showing up on the apps. All the information that you're looking at on the phone is all less than 90 days old. It's all fresh. Okay, let's move on. Pardon me?
Does it get deleted automatically?
No, and I'll explain that in a moment as well. Basically, let me just show you how that works. Just while you ask that question, what happens to listings? I'm going to click on commercial, and down here there's a have want age button. Do you see that have want age right there? Make sure you know it. This is important today. Anytime I say important, you better learn it, or you could miss making money the rest of your life and not realize it. There it is. We do not delete listings for 5 years. Neither does the real estate board. They mark them sold, they mark them expired, but they're still there. Same thing here, except one difference. We give you, everyone here and the world, the choice to choose how far back you wish to search. If you only want to search less than 1 month, you can't. 3 months, 1 year. Now, in the case of, let's say, a little shopping center, a commercial building, it's possible that you're looking for that building in a special city, maybe, in Caledon or Woodbridge or, someplace in Barrie or something, and you can't find what you want. So you search further back, and bingo, you find something that was on here 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And you call the broker up, and he says, well, it's been sold. Now, I have a question for each and every one of you. Can it be good information to find out how much that property sold for? Is that helpful to you? Possibly. Yeah. Secondly, is it possible that building could be coming back for sale? Is it possible? Yeah. Thirdly, because that broker deals in that area and knows those people, is it possible he knows about another property that would suit your clients? Yeah. And fourthly, if you develop a good business relationship with that broker, is it possible that he remembers you and 3 weeks from now he finds a building that's perfect for your people and he calls you back and you do a deal? Is that possible? Yeah. In fact, in the commercial side of things, 50% of the deals that were done in a recent 1 month study showed that the deals that were done were actually more than 3 months old, where they contacted somebody, it didn't suit exactly what they were looking for, but they discussed something else not on the service and went off and did a deal. That's why we call ourselves a networking service, because it's going to put you in touch with the people that you can do business with. Now, if you don't want to search more than 90 days, the same as a 3-month listing on Treb, you don't have to. You just leave it on 3 months because the default is 3 months. It's also important for you to remember that if you have listings that are more than 3 months old, they're actually not going to show up on the mobile apps because it's just going to show listings 3 months old. Okay, let's move on. Good question. The training, you can mark that YouTube channel down. It's called ICIWorld.tv. And there's other videos there, how to promote your website. The how to promote your website video, you'll actually make $100 by listening to it because there's a way that you can get $100 of free advertising right from listening to how to promote your website. We also have a special pledge as well, if I was to click on that, that you should never ever go longer than 90 days without either doing business or doing a deal or triggering leads. Otherwise, you give us a call. And so that's how you measure our success with that pledge. 90 days. Okay, let's move on. So this seminar, we're doing them in real estate boards, real estate offices throughout North America, right from Florida and across Canada, mostly in Ontario. We know that there's 3.7 billion users of the internet, and we are a society, and the membership is open for all licensed real estate brokers and salespeople worldwide. And part of the training that we do, and we don't have enough time to cover what I'm showing on the map or on the screen now, is a lot of the apps that you can use on your phone, like Evernote. These are all the top apps that are being used by a lot of people on the internet. I use all of these apps that you see on the screen. These apps are actually listed on page, on your PowerPoint demonstration on page 2, I think. Yeah, it's right on page 2. For instance, I have a question for everyone. If you had your computer stolen today or lost or broken, are you in trouble? How many people in this room would be in trouble if you lost your computer today? Yeah, I'm suggesting that you use Dropbox. That's the third one down. I use Dropbox. So when I save something, it gets saved automatically into the cloud. Is there anybody here using the cloud? Anybody using the cloud? Good. So which cloud server do you use? Pardon me? iPass? iPad. iCloud. That's a good one. You should do that to keep all your information there. If this computer broke on the floor, I could maybe ask you to use your computer and I could continue on with it by logging into my Dropbox, which is a cloud service. Okay. KeyPass, that's the one I use for passwords. I counted them up yesterday. I have 250 passwords for all different services. And they're all different logins for every single one. Anyways, those are some services. These are other services, Realty, everyone should have. I listed them there. You can check them all out on your own time. Top commercial real estate app. We do residential webinars and seminars, and we also do commercial, and we do combination of both. These are some of the trainers that have both worked with us over the years and very successful. Every one of these people have a big heart to help each and every one of you succeed in real estate. There's people that sincerely want to help every one of you succeed in real estate, and I'm so fortunate to be knowing these people here that kind of help us. There's some information about myself. I've been a broker since for 25 years, and I specialize in the last since 1994. How many years is that? 25 years on the internet, helping brokers make money using the power of the internet. So I've got a little bit of experience helping everything. We have a meeting. I'm like a doctor, and they have appointments every hour on the hour all day long helping you. So when you make an appointment, that's my hour with you. Undivided attention, one-on-one. You sit in front of the computer. We go at your speed. We used to do it in a group session, but we were too fast for some people. We're too slow for other people. But you know something interesting? You only need one appointment and sometimes two. That's it. Because once you know what's going on here, you just have to search your information on your phone. Maybe once a day you can be standing at line in Tim Hortons, and then you just click on the app, and then you click on residential, and then you click on search database and just see the latest listings coming in. It's that fast, 3 seconds to check. And then if you say, oh, I'm interested in that one, you click on it, you give the person a call, you make an appointment, you go show it, and you make $10,000 like that. We have some brokers making $50,000 in 2 hours work, with 2 hours work. I'm also a CCIM. We recommend all of these social media because they can help you. You should be putting all your credentials on all your LinkedIn profile. Let them people know you belong to the Canadian Real Estate Association, Ontario Real Estate Association, Toronto Real Estate Board. They all have codes of conduct, codes of ethics. People have a lot of trust in you if they know that you belong to these organizations. You should put them on your LinkedIn, on Facebook, all of these kinds of things. The highest return on any investment is for real estate. Get your ads working. If you don't have something working on the internet, you're missing out. You know, marketing is a lot like fishing. If you don't put your line in the water, you have no chance to put food on the table. You've got to have your opportunities working for you. Don't keep them a secret. Testimonials. Can you do me one favor? Open up the app on your phone again. Just open it up. If you can open up the app. And if you're on the internet site, you can go to ICIWorld.com and click on the More button, if you could, More. And the fourth one down says Testimonials. Can you see that? Well, you hold the button on the right and the down speaker button. Okay, and can anybody show me that they got testimonials on the screen? Who's got it? You've got them? Good show? Just 3 of you? Okay, good show. Okay, and just look at the most exciting people. This is exciting. All the people that are doing deals, quietly going about their business. And I will help you do deals. Well, you open up the app and click on More. And then the fourth says Testimonials. Okay, there's over 50 pages of testimonials. Now let's talk about where you can get some business, and let's talk about Kijiji. Down here at the bottom right, there's a study done by the National Association of Realtors. By the way, the term realtor comes from the National Association of Real Estate. They license it to the Canadian Real Estate Association. And in this particular case, only 9% of people actually sold without an agent. That means 91% of all the FSBOs that are out there, they sell with an agent. This should be exciting to let you know. So yeah, you can call up a person in Kijiji that's trying to sell privately, and I'm going to give you the 3 special questions that you can ask them. ICIWorld itself has over 30,000 haves and wants. 75% of them are exclusive, not on MLS, commercial, residential, properties coming for sale, FSBOs, assignments, and more. We've talked about the 2 databases already, and I've shown it. Commercial and residential. If you get a call on a commercial listing on your website, what are you going to do with it? If you have a website and you have the links from ICIWorld on your website, and somebody calls you on a $2 million apartment building, and they say, can you help me? Yeah. Of course I can help you. And you could say, I will have someone call you back. And then you look up the broker who's got that listing. You call them up and say, I have a lead for you. Is a 25% referral fee okay with you? And you have referral fees in this office. You ask Nita, she will help you with the referral agreements. And you do a referral agreement.
So that will be the commission.
I'm sorry?
That will be the commission.
Yes, the referral fee. And normally how it works, let's say it's a $1 million property that they call you on. By the way, if you have a website, you could be retired and still get a call. And you can still, like my question to you, would you mind making a $3,000 to $10,000 commission for a 5-minute referral? If the answer is yes, you should have a website because you can be doing referrals. Even if you're working part-time, You can have a website. And if somebody calls you on a listing, you do a referral. So somebody calls you and say, yes, I can help you. I'll have somebody call you back. You call the other broker and say, I have a lead for you. Is a 25% referral commission okay with you? If it's a $2 million property and let's say it's only 4% commission, how much is that? How much? 80,000. And that's usually split. 40,000 to the listing broker, 40,000 to the selling broker. And if you get 25%, you would get 25% of the $40,000. How much is that? $10,000 for doing a 5-minute referral. Isn't that exciting? We have one broker now who's done 15 of those. Now in his case, he's in Peterborough and the deals are a little smaller. His average deal, he was getting a $3,000 commission, but he did 15 of them. He made $45,000 for 15 referrals. That's over a 6-month period. Question, go ahead.
So, and how would you make sure that this listing agent doesn't deal with your leads directly?
That's called, these are excellent questions. So there's other people in the office helping to answer the question, how do you know that the referrals aren't being given direct? How do you know if they're going through? When you do a referral agreement, it's professional amongst all realtors to accept referrals and pay referrals. It's just common in the industry, okay? And you get NITO to help you because really you're acting on behalf of the agency, which is the brokerage, okay? So they should be helping you, okay? You get the referral agreements. Everybody should be carrying them around in your briefcase, right where you carry your laptop. Carry these referral agreements around because you can start doing referrals. Go ahead, you had a question?
These testimonials. How
Testimonials.
far Are they going?
Oh, I don't know. They can be.
And agents that you mentioned that
Yes.
you have, are
Present.
they Canadian agents or?
They're mostly Canadians, but we have U.S. agents as well.
So you have access through this to US agents?
Yes. Yes.
So how often the buyer would go to my website to look for this exclusive?
It's up to you how much you promote your website.
And the other thing is the buyer could just Google it
Yes.
instead, right? So
Yep,
instead of going to my website, if they want to look for this.
That's a very good question. One of the strategies that we have is to try to get your website to come up in the search engines.
Yeah, this is another.
We try to help each and every one of you to come up for the area that you work in. What area do you specialize in?
Downtown and.
Queens Key?
No, downtown.
Queens Key area, all downtown?
Yeah.
So you want to try to get your website to come up. There's a lot of competition there,
Yes.
okay? And there's people that are spending $30,000 on search engine optimization to do that, to get to the top. And I can show you how to get to the top within 48 hours. But you got to spend some money. Some people are spending $300 to $1,000 a month, but they're making $600,000 a year. Okay, so to get your website to come up in a natural fashion is a little harder in some cases. But we can talk to you about how to do that. Let's move on. I'm coming up to the spot that's going to teach you how to ask these 2 questions. When you advertise, your information will actually be on 1,500 other brokers' websites. Pardon me?
You're losing the audience.
That's okay. That's okay. And we're happy to. I'm happy to get the message out there. We do a lot of advertising, a lot of promotion to get all this information out. We have one of the busiest booths at the trade show at the Toronto Realtor Quest. And we're on the front page of all these magazines. All of this built to trigger leads for you. If you put a listing on ICIWorld and somebody sees our ad on the front page of one of these publications, they go to ICIWorld, check it out, they see your listing, they call you, you hop in the car, you go show it, all because we were advertising on these magazines for you. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Search engine optimization, all of that. But today's session, the really true benefit of it is how to work real estate have and want exclusive information. And I'm going to ask Nito to come back in here for one moment. Okay, how to work exclusive real estate that can generate leads just like real estate board listings do. This is exciting for every one of us because you can all do it, and I've seen everyone do it. It provides extra opportunities that you don't have right now. It's opportunities on the internet. Opportunities can trigger leads just like a real estate board listing can trigger a lead. And there is control, and we're going to show you how to do that. Basically, you put agreements in place first before showing or divulging the address or identifying the property. And compared to advertising in a newspaper, it works out to less than 1/10 of 1 cent per line per day for marketing worldwide in 138 countries. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Bill Gates. Here he just walked in the room. He just walked in the room. Bill Gates wrote a book called At the Speed of Thought. If you can take something out of your head and put it on the internet where there's 3.7 billion people, they can call you. If your thought is, I have a property coming for sale, that's just a thought. If you're driving to go get a listing, that's a thought. It's not a signed listing. If a builder says, I want to, I've got a piece of land here, I'd like to, why don't you bring somebody here and I'll build them a house? That's a thought. If you have an assignment, that's a thought. If somebody says, I don't want to give you a listing, but I will pay you a commission, that's a thought. Somebody in Kijiji has an ad in the paper. Right now, you're just thinking about it. It's just a thought. These are all money-making thought opportunities. They're all. It's like a gold mine. I'm excited because I've seen people make hundreds of thousands of dollars from this stuff. I'm an assistant to 1,000 brokers and salespeople. All I do is help everybody one-on-one do this stuff. Bill Gates, when he first, oopsie daisy, I didn't want to click on that actually. Hang on 1 second. Let's go back here. Yeah, I'm sorry, people. I lost that one little spot. Oh, there it is. I got it back. Okay. He was talking to Warren Buffett at one time about the internet. He says the cost to publish your information, getting your message in front of somebody, talking with people around the world is literally zero or so close to zero, it really doesn't make any difference. And so ICIWorld is this world information service that can help you network information. There is nothing else like it that I know of. And if you want to learn more about this, I'm going to do it quickly here and show you how to do it. You can go to our main website, ICIWorld. This is for people that are listening to this online as well later and in the recorded version. You go to the main ICIWorld.com website up at the top here and you click on seminar. And you will see that there's 4 recorded webinars daily. And there they are. You just click on the word play, it's a YouTube video. There's our orientation file, play, that's a YouTube video. How to work exclusive real estate information, it's a YouTube video. And people, if you have a website, but you don't have any traffic to your website, there's a video, absolutely free, how to promote your website. This video, I attended a World Search Engine Convention. It cost me $4,000. I have several hundred members, so I figured, why should you have to spend $4 grand and go learn, and you, and you, and you, and you? Why should you have to go to Las Vegas to the International Hotel and try to learn how to promote your website? I'll go, I'll learn, and I put it into that video. It's in there, $4,000 worth. And if you listen to that video, there's an idea how you can have $100 to spend on your first advertisement free. It's in the video. You make $100 just by listening to the video. That's not bad. The video is an hour and 20 or an hour and 40 minutes. But it's the simplest question I get. How do I promote my website? I mean, 5 words. The answer is a 2-day seminar. 2 days I could put on a seminar and charge $200 a day and get a room full of people, or I put it in the video, which is what I've done. Condensed it into one video. There it is. If you want to learn more, you go to our YouTube channel right there called ICIWorld.tv. Let's move on. Now we're coming to the 3 questions, the heart of today's session. Where did I put it here? Okay, let's make this a little bigger. Hang on. And it looks like I have to skip through this to catch up where we were. Sorry, people. We help you. If we supply a website, we help you, show you how to go in and do things and change things. Okay, here it is. Get ready. You can take your camera right after this screen. Take your camera out. You can take a picture of the 3 questions. If anybody ever said to you, I want to sell my property, but I don't want to give you a listing, but I will pay you a commission if you bring me a buyer. Here we go. Here's the 3 special questions. You should take a picture of that, people. These 3 special questions has helped members. Oh my God, how long has this been dangling? Anybody see that? That's my speaker. Oh, was it? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, we'll notice the difference later on. These are the 3, if you can master these 3 questions, you're about to make a lot of money this year. A lot of money. All those brokers, all those testimonials you see, 50 pages of testimonials, they're all done using exclusive information. There's a lot of business being done that's not on real estate boards. Mind you, we would like the real estate board to buy this service and provide this service to you, but they haven't expressed an interest. Different reasons, I guess. So the first question you ask them, will you pay me a commission if I bring you a buyer? Easy enough to do? No problem with that question? Second question, will you give me a 48-hour exclusive listing to show the property once I have a buyer? This is your Kijiji. Anybody that goes to Kijiji? You can ask every single person in Kijiji these 3 questions. And if they say yes, yes, yes to the 3rd question, may I advertise your property? I'm going to do it without disclosing the address. They're going to say, you're going to advertise my property and I don't have to pay you any money? Knock yourself out, away you go. So now you've got that information that you can put on ICIWorld. So you put it on ICIWorld, a home, near Don Mills and Lawrence Road, Toronto, $1.7 million, double car garage, ground level family room, overlooking ravine lot, granite counters, whatever it is that you've got, you put it on ICIWorld. Someone calls you. The first question they're going to ask you is, where is it? Well, that's why you must not advertise the address and you must not give the address. Because according to RICO, you shall not include anything in an advertisement that could reasonably be used to identify, that's the key word, specific real estate unless the owner of real estate has consented in writing. Okay? So when somebody calls you, that's how you can handle the question right there. You just simply say, in this particular case, we have to put an agreement in place first. But if it's okay with you, I'll make an appointment on Saturday, come to my office, I'll make arrangements for you to see it, and then on Friday, you go get yourself a 48-hour exclusive listing. Any questions with that? No questions? Let's move on. Coming for sale. Anyone else have a property coming for sale? Anything at all? Can you give me an example of what it might be?
In North York here.
North York? There's a condo house? A condo? Condo approximately how much? Okay, around 500,000? Must be a 1-bedroom? Okay, so 1 bed, does have a balcony, by the way? And a balcony. So, condo coming for sale, North York, approximately 500,000 with a balcony. Does it have a view? And a nice view. That's it. That's the ad. You can be putting that on here within minutes. If you join today, we can even put it on. It's that fast. Somebody calls you, And you tell the people, well, in this particular case, we have to put an agreement in place first, and I'll put your name on a list. I should be getting the listing signed. How long do you think it'll be before you get the listing signed?
I don't know, they're not here yet.
Maybe a month or two?
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 months. I'll put your name on a list. And once I get the listing signed, I'll call you back. And if you're still looking for a condo, you can be one of the first people through the condo. How does that sound? Isn't that neat? Any questions? Gives you an opportunity to trigger leads with information, something you don't have now. You don't have that capability right now at the moment. Let's move on. Oopsie daisy, I'm going to give you a test. I'm going to use Markham Restaurant, $350,000, making money. Or say North York. Are we in North York? Where are we? Pardon me? North York. North York, making money. Does that give that restaurant away? No. If I said it was at Leslie and Eglinton, do they meet? Does it give that restaurant away? In other words, even if there was a couple of restaurants there,
So send them there.
it would actually give it away. It would actually give it away. In other words, you have to be careful that you don't give it away. People could go to that corner and talk to the owner of those of 3 restaurants at that corner and try to find out if it's for sale. So you have to be careful what you give out to people. Toronto triplex, $750,000. Does that give it away? If I said it's at the corner of Ossington and Bloor next to the Pizza, does it give it away? Yeah. Yeah. If I said we had an Esso gas station in Lindsay, does that give it away?
Good.
What do you all think? I'm asking. How many? There's 3 answers. One is yes, one is no, and one is I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, you think it does? How many people say no? And then the others don't know? If you don't know, that's okay. I'm sorry?
There's no yes or no answer.
Well, it just so happens if I don't have a listing and I said I had an Esso gas station on Lindsay, people can go behind your back because there's only one Esso gas station on Lindsay. They can figure it out what it is. So what I'm teaching today is not to give that information.
Even if they find it, they may not find the owner.
Oh, that's possible. If I can tell you that on our, I can tell you on our service, they'll find out the owner. They know how to get to search the records and everything.
If they want to find.
If they really want to find out, they can find it. They can find out. Somebody's paying the people that work there and they know the names of the owner. What I'm getting at is in that particular case, if you wanted to advertise an opportunity without a signed listing, you would say branded gas station 1 hour to Toronto. Okay? That's a way to do it. Smart, eh? Okay? Brantford $30 million shopping center. How many people say it gives it away?
Gives it away.
And how many people say no?
There's more, but not what.
There's actually only one in Brantford that big. It actually gives it away.
In the same team, cannot find the owner.
It's easy to find the owner. You just go to one of the people that are renting space and say who's the owner. That's it. And Peterborough Retail Plaza, that probably would not give it away. We've already covered real estate widgets for your website. Basically, it's listings that go on your website, and there they are there. Widgets are links to listings. They trigger calls. They generate leads for you all year long, and you can add them to no matter which websites you have.
You also help with finding the listings.
I also help with?
Finding the listings, I mean.
Yes, yeah, we're going to help. We'll give you clues on to how to do that. Absolutely. Kijiji, for sale by owners. You're driving around, you see a for sale by owner. Never, ever drive by another for sale by owner ever again for the rest of your life. They're like cherries on a tree to you. Call the owner up, ask them 3 questions. Okay, how to promote your website. We've shown you how to get the video to do that. And today, this is our special pledge. Never go longer than 90 days without doing a deal. Otherwise, you give us a call. And if you don't mind, I would like everyone to fill in your evaluation form right now in consideration of me coming here and doing the seminar. You each have this evaluation form. Could you fill this in for me? It should be in your kit there. And if you take 1 minute to fill it out, I would really appreciate it.
You're more information about your web design?
Yeah, if you want, I can cover it a little bit more here before I leave, if you wish. We have 1,000. I have 1,000 different graphic designs, literally 1,000.
Do you have CRM or anything?
Yeah. There's many CRMs in it, and depending on the level of website you get, it has a CRM that captures information that you can send information, and it has actually there's drip marketing campaigns that you can have stuff automatically go to them on birthdays and all kinds of things.
And is there added cost for that? Is this sort of
The powerful ones are all in the neighborhood of $35 to $40 a month. Okay, that do all of that stuff. The ones for $16.95, they have a mini CRM in it that will capture the information as people take information from your website. They'll capture that information. And we can go over the different levels of that for you. Oh, here, do you need one of these? Okay. Did you get a copy of this at all?
Yes.
Okay. If you could fill it out.
So I will be in touch.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gary.
Okay, you're
It's a
welcome.
pleasure.
Okay, if you want, you go to that nreils.com and you can sign up from there and make an appointment. Do you want to make an appointment now?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, here's what we're doing. Can you take out your phone? I want to show you how to do it on your phone. Open up the app. And when you open up the app on your phone, I'm going to suggest that you all make an appointment. And can I show you how to do that? Open up the app and click on More. Install the ICI. Go to the App Store, install ICIWorld.
Okay, I'm gonna go to more.
And click on More.
Sorry. Maybe I should be back out of.
Okay, good. Click on Login.
Mhm.
And the very first item is make an appointment. Very good. Make an appointment. You do that. How are you making out? Oh, are you able to make an appointment?
no, not at this point.
Okay, that way you can ask more questions if you want. Okay, whatever you do, don't call me, make an appointment. Okay, I'll show you. When you go to the App Store, you see here, you click on the app.
I have it on the website. I marked it.
You can, on the website, and then you click on More, log in, and then you click on Make an Appointment. Okay?
All right, let me think about the day in which to make the appointment. for.
Yep, there's all the different, you can cancel at the last minute.
No
problem.
wait, that wouldn't be very nice to do that.
Would you like to make an appointment?
Oh, yeah, I have to still confirm my schedule.
You can ask more questions in the appointment too, if you like.
Yeah. No, I.
Can I
actually
show you
want
how to make the appointment?
Yes, I want to.
Okay, open the app. And click on More when it comes up.
Yeah, no, I went there. Yeah.
Okay, More. And click on the third one. It says log in and make an appointment. That's the one.
No, it's very interesting.
Okay.
Before posting it on your website, an exclusive listing, I
Yes.
should have an exclusive listing agreement.
No, that's what we were talking about today. You come on over here and I'm going to help you with that. You need a little help with that, I'm going to help you.
Okay, so I don't need to do any.
Well, there's something special that you must do, but I'm going to just close and finish this seminar right now. Hang on 1 second. We're having everyone fill in the survey right now. Anyone that's interested, you can get this special. Click on join and click on the corporate button there. And you'll also get the corporate VIP card too when you join. And that's it for today. I think what I'll do is I'll finish it off with some testimonials here. Hold on one moment. I'm going to go click on this other one here. I'm going to leave everything open here for, oopsie daisy. Go click on this. There we go. Start at the beginning.
So I just signed up for somebody through my website, but I can just integrate.
Well, on your particular website, what we can do is send you the links. Okay, we'll send you the link and you forward them to your website designer and they will install them for you.
Along, so you can have your MLS listings and.
That's correct.
ICI.
That's correct. Okay, on the most important thing when you're dealing with information, if you put something on ICIWorld without a signed listing, you must make sure you never give the address. Okay, that's a RECO requirement, and it also prevents people from going direct on it. Okay, you can say $1.1 million home, you know, $3 million, you know, North York, you know, you can. If you want to give it, like, you have to be careful you don't give too much information where it gives it away, right? But the answer is yes. You can mention parks and all that kind of stuff. Sure. If you don't think it'll give it away. Okay. But there's a lot of people that might try to go direct on you. So you have to be careful of that. Okay. So we want you the same way doctors have confidential information, lawyers have confidential information, accountants, lots of professions have confidential information. This is the confidential information in our profession in real estate that you have to make sure that you don't give it away what it is. Okay. Pardon me?
I have to run.
Sure. Okay. Welcome aboard. You just fill in those. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. We're just seeing all these other testimonials online. And we'll finish off with this in a moment. Anyone who's interested in the corporate special, you can go to ICIWorld.com and click on join today and look for the word corporate. And as a result of listening to the video, you can get that corporate special. Very exciting testimonials that you'll see on the line. People that are selling properties with exclusive information. Actually, there's some brokers that are getting a lot of listings because of ICIWorld, because of the global connections and the global network they're getting. Here's one broker who's retired. He told me he got 7 deals because of ICIWorld. That was Geo Locator. It was just wonderful having him as a member. He's now retired. Some people say 90% of the apartment buildings are not on real estate boards. 90% of shopping centers are not on real estate boards. All kinds of land, all kinds of businesses. And in residential real estate, there's all kinds of residential real estate not on real estate boards as well. But you'll see these testimonials online, all the people doing deals here.
I missed a lot of it.
You can take a copy, one of everything up front here.
You have them on that PDF?
Just 1 second here. I'm just gonna let the thing play out here for a moment. It's possible to have the PDF file. The answer is yes. Let me see what's the best way to do that for you. Okay. Just want to finish everything off here. Let every one of you see this. Should probably have music background for all of these things, but I haven't got that sophisticated yet. Okay, so at the end of this seminar, if you want to find out more information, simply make an appointment. Go to ICIWorld.com, click on make an appointment up at the very top.
Well, this is searching. This is a searching. So I can only search something, and this is what you're looking for. Or if you remember.
The nice thing about it, everything is a one-time setup. Only takes an hour to set everything up. And then we give you a little bit of things to study. And then you just have your information working 24/7 while you're doing other things. It's helping brokers work smarter, not harder. And that's how to get it all working for you. Contact information for ICI World. We'll leave it on the screen here up at the top. And if you need to write any of these numbers down, you should pause your screen because we'll be signing off on it now. Thank you for the opportunity.